fireworks. We have Vladdy on playmakers. He's been doing way more of that this split than the last one. Jojo on the Ahri, one of the best in the region of this too. Tons of engage options, tons of ability.
Section narrowly avoided as this mid gets spicy. Shove, charm, actually, no chance. Yike has to get on out, but he hasn't flashed until he gets over the wall, but Helio has no way of getting back. Spirit Rush taken, Yike gets away on a narrow health bar.
I cannot believe TP'd in as well, so MKOI fully investing to try and make this happen. Looks like KC just going to back away. They're going to leave the farm in that top half of the map to try and get Kana a little bit of a lead. And you can see it's already opened up, right? He's actually been able to farm up effectively because of the way the lane assignments had come through from MKOI. But Alvaro and Elyoya are not really in a position, so the cross maps for MKOI haven't really been finding much when KC are getting these objectives.
Easy peasy. I mean, this has just been all objective game.
Maybe rely on these late game
optional.
Yeah, but as you can see there, I think MKOI have been significantly better at getting these early leads and powering through them to try and find the success.
But a good ramp,
at the moment, it's been a low open the game as MKOI and find this successful fight. If you can get 3 melees, even the Kargamus as well, caught up in the middle, you're good for us.
Finally, at 19.5 minutes, it's a dive where Jojo can't move. He flashes away. Spirit Rush followed up, though, by Vladdy. First blood goes over because Elyoya takes down 1, not 2, a third! The dive going wrong. They were hungry for it, but now their stomachs bloated.
Jojo gets so much value out of the Ahri passive, getting...
Let's see, how many more straws have you got? Teleport in, third dragon. Koi want this in case you don't want to give it away. Alvaro zone controls Jojo, his teleport position now revealed. 4K, there's an engage, equalize from the back. Yike is right in the middle of the pit though. He ults in front of Elyoya and they battle it out while meanwhile on the backside, Mewan gets stunned, but he's in front of 4KC members. Jojo, his damage not to be underestimated, jumps back in because the jungler is dead. In the interim, a smite now only available for Karmine Corp. They sit there rather with Koi, the ones to take it. They're the ones who lost it. It was KC in the end who got split apart.
The split fight works out in favor of MKOI. One, because the equalizer doesn't tag onto anything important, and Yike feels... Hang on a second, we've got a continuation.
Aftermath hoping for Kalist to get something done here, and with the mount up, Alvaro now no longer in range, and Kalist makes sure of that. As he runs for his life, Elyoya just keeps on going. He gets out in the end, but KC, it's only a remedial.
First fight, but it's still having these long-term effects.
Might have a bit of a collapse as the mid lane. Super does have ult flash.
Equalizer slows down Super. Wind becomes lightning, the quickness, but perfectly timed ulti with the feathers down and a double root. Super's made fun of them. Koi will walk forward or at least swim in the direction of Yike with an easy knock up and a double kill already.
With the charm.
Charmed up again. Jojo in full force. This ain't the Jojo you knew from Winter, with 3 already in the bag. Koi running away because their jungler's there, their support hitting the ground as well. Vladdy finally Spirit rushing, and with a reset, Nymeara told you he's got more in the bag. Double down KC. Turn up that frown.
Dealt them to kill a blow. This is not the case. Yoya does have his ult. Dragon spawning in 30.
Let's just arcane shift into a Vi with ult up available. That man has no fear, and in this mid lane, neither to KC. They run in, they charge. Elyoya hit up against the wall, but a re-engage imminent. Jumps in. On top of that, Fed Kana, no more. Another kill down as well. Yikes hit the ground, and with a perfect engage, Alvaro makes them sing. KC don't know what hit them until they get hit by the mouth of the horse. It's Koi running him down again.
KC thought they found their
Rush is really scary. There might be no one there, but how are you to know?
I think they're all there. I really think they're all there.
Shows it, doesn't it? No time to move. Target to target, but Vladdy goes golden in the middle, equalizer through a choke. Yike re-engages, might be okay for now, but KC are rooted in place again. They can't touch Super, and Jojo knows it. He runs forward with the Spirit Rush, with a charge. Yike in the middle, flashes away. Mewan has done his own controlling for Koi. They've got 5 standing, but the charge keep on hitting. Jojo washed away. No, this guy's here to stay. As Koi chased up Yike, he's a remnant. He got caught before, but now he drops to the damn floor. Can't use his last flash, but I think that's the last one of the game because Koi are taking us away for a brisk game 1.
Jojo's got 9 tails and like a million charms. The skill shot accuracy from this man in the mid lane, absolutely exemplary. Jojo has had a magnificent game on the Ahri, and it's really helped MKOI roll through these picks into the fights, into the objectives.
And it's just great positioning from MKOI. Taking
make you think, oh, hang on a minute. Bro, he offers so much of the team.
But it's also across the board Magic Champions for KC. Yike Sinzel, Vladdy on the Silas, Ezreal for Kalist, Kana's Rumble. They're all big picks and they're about to die.
It's a charm again, but you know this one's already over. The story is done, and Jojo running down another target. Charm connects right in the middle of the quickness. He has had a flashy game, and Super has been the one picking up all the fame. Koi with another triple in the bag, this time with the Death Timers. This game one might be done.
It's another couple of pages put into the Magi. MKOI once again find a pick. It has been very good from the mid-game onwards. As soon as MKOI got control of this game, they haven't really let go of that control of the game.
The last defense is going to come through. Vladdy has a Spirit Rush once again, but this Silas has not been Zeka-like, to say the least, in this game one. There's been a story of Koi as Vladdy pops it out, but one Nexus turret remaining. Baron Buff has done good work, but Koi don't want to end it here, or rather, aren't going to risk it with Yike coming back up. With Skond Duck, he jumps in, goes Golden Mirwin. He's going to shift out, but Vladdy again, Protobelt, but he goes a bit far for that one. He thought he could kill him, but Mirwin, he's got the finger out. I can't even do that noise on broadcast. Double kill again, and Koi, they're just going to come right back in, all a ruse, so that this game can be in the basket.
MKOI showing up clutch in game number one. KC went for slow and methodical, and MKOI just kicked the damn door in.
A lot of people, I think, thought that KC would be very, very favored against this. MKOI proving they've got a lot to give in the matchup.
Let's get more of that. Koi versus KC right after this.
KC, you've definitely put a lot of your eggs into the, hey, we want to snowball this from the bottom side of the map basket. And because even the Jacks can go towards the Zhonyas, you can get the spears from Yo-Yo.
Yike makes his way towards mid. Jojo, fate's going to be sealed. Here comes Yike, no ulti available. Permafrost is one away. Jojo will be hit, but Vladdy's already out of there. Elyoya is going to be the one to add the damage next, and Yike has to be careful because Elyoya, his chase is imminent.
Even stops the back. You cheeky Jax, you. The Jax, the Dragon is going to get started up now. Might have a bigger fight.
Yike as well. He's got something in the tank. His ult is back up and available. Stunned up against the wall. We don't wait as long for first blood because Khalid secures. Pop Blossom though coming in only on the target while Yike is zoned off by Jojo in the face, hitting everything. I remember when this guy used to miss, but today he ain't missing a beat.
MKOI able to fight back. It looked like a nice pick coming through from KC, but Yike flash. Bit unfortunate. Also the fact that Kana didn't have control over that bot side because of Mirman's trading patterns. Oh, hang on, Jojo.
Ulti, yeah. Jojo gonna get hit. That's the power of Shield Bash, baby! Down into the ground, the Sundered Slam lets him know who's in town. Kana's gonna run away because
now they're having Kalista and Targum is covered for a topside play. They're putting so much pressure on towards Mirman.
Right, Jill. And that pressure is going to mount to maybe a kill. Zenith Blade to follow up after the Solar Flare. Flash forward from Vladdy. Beautifully done. Mirman will get away only by the tip of the spear from Khalid. He says no. Elyoya is coming to defend this while members from Koi are moving up.
Incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
And I think especially when we look at MKOI as Elyoya and Alvaro, they had control in game number one. But this game has been KC very much putting their foot down.
And then the Ambassador ult at the public execution. Let them know once more. Kana, kill number 2.
Members of MKOI there, but
soft contest turning into the actual thing. Koi, 4 members. The advantage only until Vladdy gets hit, which he now is on top of board. Level 11, Pop Blossom comes in. Alvaro, great engage in the backline, but who's there? Fate Sealed is a whiff and a miss, but front to back, Alvaro just cops it straight away. With Kana here first, they have to flash away. It's Koi running for their largest. Elyoya is caught in the thick and the thin of it, outside the realm of possibility, with a double going down again. Kalis set up for success, and KC aren't taking any prisoners.
KC saw their moment and they took it, slowly looking for that contest, waiting for the moment where Jojo tried to TP, but a little late now. Kana onto Mirren.
Yeah, again, he has the clips, he's got a shield, and he's got Vladdy by his side. It's not a strict 1v1 under the turret, they won't care. Vladdy will walk it in. KC finally alive in the series.
Oh, KC are just completely
so well around this mid-pressure into side lanes, and now Dragon going to be secured, 3 grubs, the Rift Herald as well. And the beauty of this is that now you get your side laners to pay you back, where you have push inside, now translating to push in mid and look for the mid lane turret.
That's going to drop pretty soon, alongside it, Kana finally getting that turret that he worked so hard on.
Oh, ult into mid?
Maybe. It's going to be a setup from Elyoya, but he's in the middle of everything. Slowed down, Fate Sealed. He's caught out. Elyoya jumps into this. Pop Blossom to save his jungler. Target is absorbing all the damage. He'll eventually be traded, but mid now a little bit exposed. Bot's going to drop down as well. In a 1-for-1, if Koi or rather KC can keep pushing here.
Then finding these plays towards Kana as that level 6 gets hit. Kind of forcing Elyoya to try and save his team with these ultimates, but now you're kind of too far in the ditch at this stage. MKOI trading a tower for Atacon for pressure on this bottom side, and maybe even a public execution on the mid waves one more time. KC know that they can move over towards the Baron.
That's just stacking up the Q from Vladdy, making sure he can go for a little bit of a delaying play if he wants. He can also hop in back inside the pit. Sejuani takes Baron surprisingly quickly with a Yone beside them.
Vladdy, zone control. Alvaro doesn't get the tangle barbs. Elyoya now spotted out. They look for the turn instead. Forget the Baron when you have free Tucker. Elyoya goes for the engage, and it's Alvaro who turns it back. A shutdown onto Gliz. KC's turn is going devilly wrong. A double kill already, and one into Super. The ulti from Elyoya. He zoned them off, but Koi have already got the damage down. KC, it looked good till it wasn't.
The setup was perfect. Their approach towards the Baron should have been what they needed, but they go too far, and Jojo cleans up with the rest of the follow-up from MKOI, and it's going to be MKOI which get the Baron.
Big throw. Big throw.
Global pressure and making plays on the map. That is suddenly reversed. MKOI have opened up that map in the way that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Now with 30 seconds till
Dragon jumping into everyone. The Prodigy becomes dust. Into the backline, it's great from Vladdy. He found some access into Super, but Super once again lives while Jojo takes his name. Running for the Canadian mid laner. Just have to get the rest. KC have thrown it all out the French window.
KC trying to make the play in mid lane, but they've no TP on Kana. They have no AD carry left. And they made MKOI getting a gold lead in this game, getting some control, and it's awful little mistakes now, Jojo.
Kana, is he really the one caught out though? It's playing slow. Jojo jumps back in. His range, great execution now, but he's caught out. Goes gold in the back while Mewen now joins in. Pop Blossom again. Alvaro with a trifecta. Pull him out to sweep him down, and KC run around. Super gets the jump in, and it's happening again. KC went from great to good to under Koi's thumb. This bitch is swimming again.
Alvaro, you beauty! Magnificent Pop Blossom, and MKOI completely take down the entire team of KC.
MKOI look down and out in this game, but now with incredible picks from standout performances on Jojo Kyun, they are going to look to crack open the base and potentially push them to 2-0 in this series.
And they end.
These have been some magnificent team fights from MKOI. I don't think it's the end. Kalista's up with Flash in 10 seconds. That should be enough to save the base. But it has gone from a significant gold lead for KC to 6. To Alvaro having that Seekers, also has the Flash too. Alvaro could look for another real montage, real play.
It's a mega blast cone. It's a mega blast cone. Vladdy sees him out. He's taken it already. He's buying time. That's what Sonya's will help do, but he's knocked up into the air. Then uses it. Fate sealed out, but Jojo, how does he get on out? Like that! Alvaro's back in again. Yike is the target though, so it won't work. Solar Flare on the right there. Look at Jojo taken out. Kana finally comes alive. KC finally spring up. And look at Vladdy on the right-hand side. He's put Mewen into a stasis, into a state of mind. KC were down, but do not forget, they were not out.
The carries were collapsed on by KC and immediately taken out of the fight. KC found them with Vladdy just catching barely Jojo Kyun in that push and setting up everything.
It has been two very different Barons for both teams. MKOI got them back into the game, and KC use it
On the back wings of their team, now spawning on a ward as well. Mewen doesn't want to back there. He's on full vision as this dragon gets started off.
So for KC,
Artemis, he's the target. They re-engage. They find themselves Elyoya. Pop Blossom is good again, but this time KC has started the fight with blood. Jumping in. Jojo doesn't get to play. Plays slow, goes golden. Mewen jumps in as well. Super ran into the back line, and with GA, he looks unstoppable, but KC have already taken care of business. Yike poked out, not dead. Kiting back. Super flashes over. Mewen tries, but he too will fail. KC by inch, by mile, whatever country you're in, it was a close call. I can't take an 8 kill.
I thought Super had ended up diving into the backline and killing
that MKOI don't get their chance to find the kills that they need.
Baron will go down to KC, their second one of the game. MKOI, we thought they'd be stronger in their 5v5s at some points, but I do really feel like we have to question that now, especially with how strong Kana is. He has been so good at checking one flank and being a continual threat.
He's going to get hard steeled. He's going to get permafrost. Mewen jumped in for this Counter-Strike on a short cooldown. Arctic Assault in. Ready to take it up is Yike as Kana's angle. Counts out a right field into the GA. This might be the game-defining moment that KC finally climbed back up on. Colette with a kill. Bloody picks up another. And in the end, KC have used that top laner to fruition.
They had to sweat. They had to bleed. But they will get the game win. KC. Actually, hold on a second.
Pop Blossom, it's a good defense. Super still here, might not be over yet. Jojo gets some damage down, but dies in the end. Bloody, it's a whiff, but Super at half HP without a GA. Can't play as up as he'd like. And KC with all 5 members will take us to an even series. But working through it through thick and thin. This game was no cakewalk.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else, the Karmine Coaster has come to a rest with a win for them in Game 2. But God, that was an adrenaline rush.
It was indeed for KC, I'm sure. It kept them on their toes, but we've got a series, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go to a break and return with Game 3.
Who's gonna break the tie? Goldberg hates it. Odoamne loves MKOI.
Oh,
Where do you like
I'm
it?
back on the swing here. Well, I feel like when I look
Using the hook and then walking away and enabling Super to get an auto Q combo. So, going to be a little tough now.
And now with all those chunks, you've got the potential for a dive from level 4 Trundle.
With the last Embrace Easy Soul Collection as well, Alvaro is just waiting for that flash to be used. Targamas bops away, he'll sacrifice Slime. Dredgeline doesn't get him out. It's a whiff, but this time heading towards KC is Super the new target, but under turret, Elyoya comes to fix the play. Double turret shot matters not as Jojo looks for the last Embrace. Flash to match, Targamas bops him away, but you know an auto will all it take. 2 kills for Koi, that's a win.
Now they still work harder to play out things late game because you transition more into a bit of a diving bruiser, but it's very hard to play that out. You do always have the attack speed and the chancing though.
Committing for this with the frozen domain down as well. Targamas loses his healing, but Elyoya is up against the wall again. That last Embrace is so good from Super. With the last remaining mana bar, he secures 1, but they're looking for more as Yike is just cornered here. He wants to use his Ishtal over the wall, but an Impale instead comes through. However, heal onto Elyoya, buys time. Primal Surge, nicely done as Mirwin.
Fight, so the CS lead is already there for Kana.
Alvaro just flashed for that, by the way.
Yeah, forced the flash out of Vladdy, I think. So it's a flash of flash. Yike going in.
Good engage. Now that Alvaro has that summoner down, but Vladdy won't be able to follow up just yet. He's out of range, but the rest of KC brought back in by an Impale, a Gravity Field, and Alvaro free dinner on top of the Colette.
Teddy Wissy had the flash there, unfortunate, as a good collapse from KC bottom side, and even Super getting some alone time with the mid turret as Targamas trying to make a play on Mirror.
He's a fast boy as well. Boots the Swiftens, gets him in nice and early. Kano's about to go into Meganara as well. Centerol comes down, buys him even more time though. Kano flashes away. The engage is there before he turns into a big fat beastie boy. Targamas also speared to the face, and Mirwin is going to grab him for the kill. The sidestep backwards was so clean. Now it's Mirwin's turn to take over the early game.
Exactly what we talked about. In suddenly, what we're saying was a bit of a neutral matchup for the Nidalee not far enough ahead. That's 3 kills.
More killed, more blood, more blood. Let's see where's Jack coming from into the war world. It's an easy push into Mirwin, and Mirwin knows he's probably going to die. He's going to take a plate with him, and I think Baus would call that worth. That's 250 gold as Targamas rejoins the alley. Mirwin's just about how he dies right now. Kill given over to Colette, which is nice.
But that was...
It's just immense, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, like, you know, Koya using it so well. Early gold lead, 1,500. Now Kana, he's going to ult him into the wall. I was going to say, I don't think Kana wants to be here because with a pillar up again, even with the spear dodge, he's just dead. Super gets in on the action finally, and Koi are running away with this. And with the lead, or at least looking pretty stable within his lane. Mirwin is bollocksing over this one as Super, he's going to survive. Good cleanse away. Meanwhile, Yike brings the action in to Impale. Jojo could be in a lot of trouble with the range added in. Oh, Targamas got the shutdown. You silly cow. That's for adults.
That's actually that's a big problem there, actually. You would have liked that to go in this center. He's gone towards the shiv. Definitely helps you contest for that mid wave. Gives you good wave control. Alvaro has the flash.
He maybe just holds on to it. He knows he's dead. No, burns it in the end because Trundle's here. Elyoya coming to help out, but the last embrace doesn't connect. Slowed down as Targamas with his own control. Chain Corruption comes out for the Impale. Used now on the melee AD carry. Super flashes away, but as he runs far, there's no range anymore. Bloody gets in range. Targamas takes care of him. Another shutdown to the Cowlock. Koi are left with 4. KC have 5. That's basic math for you as Koi run back. And now
Nidalee now demolish on towards that top tower. You've already got push in mid. MKOI are using the buffer of these 2 early dragons that they've got to make sure they can keep up the play.
Well, double roots. Chains just out of range though. Now that they don't have it, Super, dead meat, or rather Colette on the other side. Super's the one who's doing absolutely fine while Joe gets buffed away. He doesn't want to be under this turret. KC going to take care of him while the Impale is doing a little bit of that on top of Alvaro. Somehow Jojo was left alive, but for how much longer, I ask? Even the center ulti comes through and the Dawning Shadows can't save it out as Koi lose another couple of more, and now we're getting a bit iffy on the blue side.
Oh, spear hits. Cannon needs to be careful. Flashes
He
away.
He wants the prowl, the pounce, and he finds it. Solo kill for Meowin with a bit of help from Super.
Members of KC on the way, though. They want to stop him from getting this top
Carry
tower.
cow.
But the jungler, Elyoya, is here.
There is good damage. TP going to be burned. Targmas going to get the stun up, but how long does he survive? As you said, Yike comes in as well. Meowin, he's a bit of a bruiser, but he's eventually going to drop on down. They want the kill to go to Vladdy, and I like that this time, Targmas moves away and Vladdy gets some more gold on his Victor, while Koi in the meantime, just taking
That random skill shot warfare. The Varus being very, very important. So Yike might go for a wall run.
The rock pillar. Nicely done. Yike's just going to be free soul usage, and Super actually whittling down his Impales down as well. Look at the spot with Treadline too. KC have just walked into this choke, and it's gotten from bad to worse. Yike gets out from the seismic shove, but Targmas, I can't say the same on the other right side of the screen, who flashes out. Treadline flash to match it as well. A one-man Nymeara ulti just won't cut it. A double shove back, a double kill for the Canadian mid. The import works again, as Koi have just secured themselves another couple of doubles.
Just as it is out of the water, Dragon started.
You'll be surprised if it's still standing by the time KC get in for an engage. Having said that though, it starts off first from Alvaro, the shove back beautiful from Jojo, the Dawning Shadow as well. Yike about to die, he's getting ignited down on Targmas. He's isolated. Meowin came in for a flank, quickly flashes out, but he's done his job. He's also isolated Kana before he goes into Meganar. Meowin right now top gapping Kana. Not something I thought I'd say today, but in this game, this Nidalee on a tear.
Nidalee has been doing so much damage, but
It's going to buy them not only the third dragon and the soul point, it'll get them towards the Baron as well. Yike is around, does have smite. He'd have to use that W to get through the wall though. I don't think he'll get a chance to.
David Attenborough would love his hands on this one with the Tiger versus the Scorpion in the back line, trying to keep Yike from getting in at 3k. A flip back now to burst it down, 2.9. Yike still in with a chance, but no flash. He has to get over the wall. However, Koi have zoned him up long enough. Baron goes down. Meanwhile, Meowin wants to go in. Ulti forced out, and he pangs him with the...
and comboing onto the front line.
But it's difficult when you just don't have control. Elyoya jumped on.
Engages to start, isn't it? Elyoya, though, tanky enough, and he just pops the ulti in response. Yeah. Trundle, ladies and gentlemen, with Super getting the kill. Elyoya getting away, flashes in the end with the Dreadline re-engaged. Alvaro's been on point. Who else wants to get hooked on in as Targmas stands there to deliver? Kana with no Meganar can say nothing. He's slowed down. Meowin with no spear, but Super's just going to keep running and running. Going into Mega. Kana finally maybe in with a chance of the Dawning Shadow mixed with the spear. Yes, it will be a Meganar, but Meowin is going to play with him for as long as this game keeps on going on. You look at the death timers, and Kana right now is fighting a losing battle.
They're just playing with their food. They just want to keep him away from the base. Kana will escape. But it doesn't matter, the base is still going to be in tatters as you got mid being taken. Bot next to fall as Jojo will escort that wave in. And MKOI coming out once more.
It's a 10,000 gold lead. It's soul point for M
to get to the position they're in. And if they can take down KC, all there are is just one win away from putting themselves into that upper bracket.
Step in, and it seems like the deal is done. Kana, the impact isn't there this game. Here's Nah, this is one of his favorites. He's 0-6 on one of his best
as well. The top lane matchup has been very, very volatile. Very rarely do you see someone like Hannah put to 0-6 here in the LEC. And this kind of series, this kind of contest is why the regular season was so fun to watch, so great and so entertaining.
Oh, Alvaro does it again. Seismic shot back from Jojo. He's also been on point. And Super, long range all the way down from the other side of Germany. This 80 carry's not missing a beat. Yike will be free soul usage is at 140 souls. Koi are going to run this into the base with the death timers. This could be moving to match point.
MKOI taking everything, and they will fall back and reset. I don't think this is prepped from MKOI. They had a Galio for the Rumble. They have a Nidalee for the Nard. These are picks that they planned, and now they're executing.
Here comes Jojo.
Flank to slam it into the ground. 10.5k gold separates KC fighting a losing battle with Jojo's ulti. It sections off Kana, and only Kana. He's given a new wall, but it won't matter as Killis is separated from all the spears. Again, Elyoya puts a pillar out, and that championship trophy, he will spout into the air. They fly as Targmas gets a good engage, and maybe there's an option here for KC to sway. There is indeed, even with a big chaos storm though. Is it enough? Meowin runs, Kana in the middle middle of it. Super now outranged, finally, as Vladdy got his time to play. Dawning Shadows out, Mirwan running for his life. Vladdy wants a zone, but Kana the range. The center scaling is here. Super separated by a flash, and that's going to be the end of it. An equal trade.
Still a difficult position for KC. And now, Super Minions starting to push in the base, and there's only that top lane inhibitor left.
With the wall out yet again, KC is separated this time. Vladdy will not get his time to shine into the wall. It's once again a good run, and Kana might have found Jojo. He's taking a while to dive, but he's sent into the air. KC still have 3 members in a choke, but all their tools are down. Dreadfine zoned out. Over the wall, even with a flash, Kana can't do much else, and the Hextech Soul seems to be too much. A triple over to Super. Kalist left wanting, and you could say the last fight was beauty, but KOI bring back the beast.
MKOI finding the success that they need. This comp might have been a little wacky, a little different, but MKOI executes so well.
MKOI pick up a second win versus KC. They are on match point, even coming in as the lowest seed.
Unexpected, but also delighted. Can we go to the 5? Can KC thrive? A lot of questions left up as we go to a break.
Brutalize through that CB2 if at all possible.
The issue that I have for MKOI is just lack of engage.
Yeah.
Like, sure, Sion has that ult, but
We've been praising Vladdy so much, and he has had an incredible split for himself, protected towards the back ends of it. Nymeara might go towards bot side play, level 4.
Elyoya can turn invulnerable as well. The power of a Nefiri dive makes it so easy. Onto Kalist, he's going to tank it up for now. Remember again, that button just needs to be pressed, but he does not press it. Targus puts a big belly into the air and makes it a trade.
It is a good trade, not able to get that invulnerability down, but at the end of the day, Kalist still falls. At the end of the great start to this game, just off the basis of getting control of bot side. They're going to get the dragon. But KC, you don't have level 6 on Yike. This will be tough.
The smite is very low at this point in the game. Now he gets chunked a little bit. Casey looking at the
Yike!
Walks in, Bramble smashes, takes it. He's already burned his flashlight, so he'll die for it with Targus. Also ready to sacrifice his own life. Defeated Warfare down, but it doesn't stop there with Kalist having no mana and no way out. A double over to Super. When this bot lane has been carrying, I think KOI are
like, well, you know, KC just went to first stand. Is this really that we want to see, you know, Kalist versus Viper or something like that? Fight the bot side.
I can tell you who let the dogs out as Elyoya goes invulnerable for the time being. Double Pierce comes through, and while Nature's Grass is rolling down the hills, Elyoya is very far away. Yike Twisted Advance is going to flash eventually. Bullet time lands, and Elyoya has no way to get away. Kalist finally on the board here. The Super jumps forward into Targus. He's isolated. Bramble Smash helps out over the wall there. The range is found. Great damage here from the Lucian as Super gets number 4.
He doesn't have the flash to seal this time.
I think there's a lot of regrets. We're talking about it before, but Super being this far ahead based off the fact that Yike wanted to steal Dragon. Maybe you could argue KC shouldn't have committed alongside with him, but one apiece here. It's going to be Hextech Soul. And on the match point for KOI, they are 3,000 gold ahead at 13 minutes into the game. You look between Super and Misfortune's explosive cast. Found Alvaro, maybe a kill, maybe a pick over to Kalist. The burn might be enough as well, and eventually he gets it. Kalist slowly crawling back in the game, and Targus.
More about Kana just being kind of crappy with the whole situation. Let's get a kill on Alvaro, but you kind of want your 2 items here as Kana.
Yeah. Didn't want to get lathered down, and now the teleport from Mirwan. Doesn't have his ulti, but he has the position. Nature's Grass out onto Jojo, who pops the ulti himself. Yike up against the wall. Kana tries to find him, but the Hextech ultimatum is down inside the ground. And Yike who drops first. Now Kana's slowed down. Jojo for the chase, culling out as well. Explosive cast doesn't stop it. But KOI now thinking about if they can go again. Elyoya also. Let's
Very
not
good discipline on that summoner. Alvaro uses his heal instead. Just a quick
Jojo flashes away, but Yike is going to be able to follow this with the Bramble Smash. He's caught out, and Jojo can't be making that mistake in a game 4 versus KC. Shut down, and Kalist.
In a good spot with his health bar, good mana, and Dragon has been starting. Kana now starting to move up from River. From bot side.
Lift sitting on the same components as Super right now, so 80 carries all instead of Spurs and even as Nature's Grass comes out. Mirwan in the middle though, has to flash away. Great ulti from Jojo, but again, Yike finds his number. Jojo runs into the middle of the whole KC squad. Now Kana has a chance, has an angle, has an ultimatum. The bullet time lines them dry. Making it rain is Kalist. He's back in the game.
It's a swing and a miss from MKOI, and KC happy to catch that one. Too late.
6K Moving down to 5. Teleport in response. Kana's going to come a little bit late. LEC sits from over the wall, but they're committing to this. KC want to flip it, and Nature's Grass lining down Mewen in front. Blocks a lot of it. Explosive cast from Targa, but it goes down. The Articant into the ground as you see Jojo plays with them for a bit, but he's just going to drop. Mewen in the front line, and his tank as he wants to be is already. Kalist is cleaning up again. Following his Kana, he's got a target onto the dog. Alvaro and Elyoya running for their dear life.
Find his first target in a couple of these fights. We know exactly how good he can be. Look at the Trundle game, for instance, but this Neferi struggling to make the impact we want to see from him. Mewen's caught in the box.
Mewen's in a lot of trouble. The whole team is here. KC brought the Avengers. I don't know how you say that in Spanish, but it's got to be a hard word to hear when 5 members are running into your turret.
It started with a roar, but it's starting to look like a bit of a whimper for MKOI.
Alvaro going to try and stop rotation back into mid lane. Kana very happy to just keep hitting that bot side turret. MKOI, if you got it, hang on, they find a Kalist.
They do indeed find Kalist by himself. Big shutdown over to Super. They're going to open up mid with that as well, potentially. Teleport behind them. Yike is also there, but Kana got bot side turret. Super has to flash away from Vladdy, who burnt his own.
Dragon was being started by Yike, but now he's had to kind of run for the hills as MKOI moved through. That TP is a little far forward.
Okay, but Kana's not there yet. He's got to back away. He has no TP. Maybe an opportunity for Koi to find something back. Vladdy's been targeted and found with the culling out as well. He's shut down. Koi keep doing this. They just keep finding plays out of thin air.
They're finding the picks that they need. I thought maybe they'd have to try and look for some miracle TP plays with wards, but KC just walking into them. Now
Jojo's angle as well. Yike went in blind, but this time they've got numbers on their side. Nature's Grass will give him a way to escape as well with a phase rush, but teleport now burn. Khan's going to try the unthinkable, while Dragon, number 2 for Koi, evens the stead.
Both teams in the lead up to this not exactly controlling the areas of the game as you'd like to. Killed last time we tried to pass shots.
Oh, Elyoya goes invulnerable though. The pain is there as the ulti sends out Targamas. Once in, there's a spiraling despair and a good launch into Mewen as well with the body slam. He's stuck in place, he's dead. Kalist picks up the kill, and I was worried about this guy being too tanky. He ain't, and it's going to start going down quick with no top laner and no TP.
They kind of need Vladdy to do it quick though. He's got the percentage health, and MKOI starting to move back in towards the pit.
Zone controls there. Elyoya getting sent away by Targamas. Jojo doing the same. Targamas might have to sacrifice his life. He's going to die first. Culling comes out as well. Baron now finally down. There's a flash on top of Super. This 80 carry is once so fast. Here's nothing more. Elyoya will jump in. Casey is taking so much damage from the dog, but Elyoya will finally disappear. A shutdown, yes, but Baron over to 3. Casey will walk.
Shotgun bunny in the mid lane.
Approaching the turret for now. Koi back away. Baron's just going to do the damage. Walk him out. Now the base is in tatters as Casey used that pressure to just walk across inside and look for yet another turret.
Jojo's reset. There's some decent poke that's gone on to KC, but I don't really think it's enough to write home about as Cask sends them flying.
Mewen does a mini ulti to make sure he's not one of them, but now his ulti's down for the engage that we talked about. Koi doesn't have too much to go on in now. They're going to play defense. Nature's Grass sends them in a game 4 to lead us to the finale as Koi lose their turret. It's getting closer. It's getting closer and closer, but KC haven't finished the job yet. I reckon Yike is now saying worth that Dragon steal. So, in all seriousness, third one goes down. It does feel like Koi want to fight this. Jojo flashes over the wall. He found 2. Bullet time, though, lays him thin. He'll find his end. Yike, though, almost followed through. Kana jumps in, and Super's the next target. They're burning, and they're dropping. Mewen a tank. He's not. Nature's Grass. Obviously, the AD as well. We'll find out what that is so we can give you an update as to why we pause at the end of the game. But Vladdy just TP'd to top. By the way, Elyoya got away. Vladdy is low. Alvaro's doing damage, but as he flashes away, we waited a little bit to sort out the bug, but now we know we get our rightful conclusion. France ignites, and from the brink of looking like a 3-1, KC will make it all to 5.
Takes a little bit of the momentum out of it, but it is still going to game 5s. Sounds a little bit like silver being scraped.
It does indeed. We'll find out what that bug was. We'll get back to you and update you, but ladies and gentlemen, we get all 5 between KC and Koi. That's the back of our heads. That's our lovely audience. They're ramping up.
Entirely sure. Like, this is the opposite of it. It nearly feels like game number 4, where it's MKOI that have really solidified this strong draft with decent CS lead as well, thanks to some of the movement that they've had and being able to control that bot side. So it just means that if this game can continue at this pace, you're okay. But Kana is having a bit of a
Time for a bit,
almost
he's gone
got
too far! In comes Elyoya! That's the anti-dive you need from
It's gonna hurt more and more as the game goes
I
on.
miss Zoe. I miss Zoe hitting from like half a screen away. Trouble bubble. Flatty really nicely done. It's bedtime for Elyoya with the bone skewer as well, and Halo Blades! A free kill over to Yike. Flatty smooth.
Bubbles, good, got to be good paddle starts. Find someone at the right moment. Gets to use the terrain of that. Flatty getting another. He's got the protoball on this.
And he uses it onto Jojo, cleanses out, but he's stuck under turret. The ramp won't be enough. Flatty survives for now. Jojo is backing up against the wall, and you're right. I see a bone skewer laid and survived the 1v1.
Look, I think Beerwood just wanted a chance to use the ignite he picked up from the spell. Again, now's the time to do it. Yeah, I really just want to light someone on fire. That sounds like a fun way to spend my game 5.
Targamas is in this top side though, and Nymeara's overextended.
Let's see if he can get out of it, but he's stunned up. The Ghost Water dive was beautiful. The Fan Munto laid in as well. Dunked down. I mean, Carter's in a bit of trouble. There's Ignite. Almost survives the Targamas marks the spot. Alvaro now, he can't get out because the troll bubble's on the ground. He's got a realm off to help him out. Jojo survives his support. He looks for the next engages. Yike spins around a bit, but Casey
more of that lead. Flatty landing more skill shots. The Dragon is going to go. Hang on a second. Are we going to get a full contest? No, it's just target. I saw that thing right out. I didn't quite check the minimap before that. So
see the angle while Herald just let to charge. Dragon started off for MKOI. They want to delay the game as much as possible. This is the way to do it with Deadly Flourish. The game 5 team fight of all. Over the wall, Targamas brings in Alvaro. He flashes to the Phantom Undertow, but it won't do a damn thing. Super jumps on his head. The curtain call lay it down for all 5 members as Kana in a flanking angle, but he found out first. He's getting taken through and through. Super gets a double with Yike running away. It's the ulti from Jojo to corner them. Koi played that so damn well.
Super goes Super Saiyan and jumps onto multiple targets in the fight. The ability
It's a little funky for MKOI though, because Dragon is now up and available. They aren't really in a position to contest. Callista's actually going to take that themselves because they invested everything on Jojo to get that top lane turret. So now they kind of missed their window.
It's on Rise. Not easy to get the picks from those paddle stars in the way that you want.
Looking for the searing charge, won't find it. Portal Star again, going drowsy. Is the support. Kana from a flank, pops his ulti. The fight begins, laying down for Yike, who gets sent into the air and destroyed. Alvaro jumps forward, he gets Portal Star again. He's gone a little bit dizzy, but Neone's gonna block it with the door up as well. Jojo clearing mid. The fight might just end here. Targamas wants a reset. He wants his X to mark the spot. Jojo, meanwhile, dealing with Kana. He's got a root and he's got a team. Kana flashes away. This Aatrox is Korean, but in this game, he may as well be from EU as he gets stuck in place. Elyoya finishes it, and MKOI are breathing in
this point. Antakan now going to be started up. It's 20 seconds until Kana could join the play. I mean, Bloody might flash forward. That's a lot of damage.
The paddle jump comes through all the, either way, troll bubble lands, but Alvaro, all the abilities combined, but Antakan goes down. And Sleepy Trouble Bubble, again, all about zone control, but Koi already onto the Dragon is going to be done quick.
I think Casey are just giving up the ghost hit. They're saying, all right, Dragon, we don't want to fight it. Maybe we can even push towards an inhibitor turret. Realm War coming into mid, though.
And again, who does it bring? 3 members, flash immediately gone. Flighty gets out over the wall while Alvaro and Jojo chase. You're right, Kana is doing what he can with 3 grubs. He's trying to make this game 5 back into France's favor. Super jumps in. Yike is isolated. He's surely going to die as Elyoya will be the trade. But Kana still has an inhib, and no one's based yet apart from Mirwin.
Mirwin will try to hold off, but both junglers are dead. KC got so much value on that bottom side.
Yeah. Baron is there as well. We are still at a point where a misstep from MKOI could be a problem.
Ulti. There's a Realm Warp again, but Jojo doesn't get out. He did before, but not again. Flashes to match. Kana, the TP's there, but he's out of queue for now. Gets out of the curtain call. That won't be all.
Is that Jojo or Soaz? That is so clutch from him. Flash there too. A flash Aatrox Q3 onto the Rise, onto the Tristana could be what they need. Baron Star now coming up. What can Vladdy do with his bubbles?
He's backbot. He's going to be spotted out shortly from Koi. 4 members in front of the Baron make that 5. They're all there. They are all there. Mirwin is the only one with TP. A flip for the Baron going into the pit. The 50-50 in game 5 stunned up. Elyoya makes him his boy with a Sleepy Trouble on the back, and Kana trying to race to the game's end. MKOI have the Baron. They have enhanced recalls. He can only get himself one as Elyoya jumps in again, but in a choke. It's too dangerous. He misses the ult. Elyoya missed the ulti. Almost ranged out by Vladdy as well.
Bubbles going. Where are the hooks going? So important for KC to get some poke.
Control bubble onto Jojo. Deadly Fire to follow up as well, but Vladdy's blocked. Into Jojo, damage finally hits, but it's the Ocean Drake going down. It goes down to KC crucially. They keep the game alive.
Hope from Kalist would have just nullified so much of what KC could have attempted to bring this game back from the brink. But now
Flanking back Kalist, it's an immobile. Jin, the follow-up there, this time hitting the ulti, but Kalist takes one knife. Super gets the kill finally, sets it up, and Koi with our ya. He does it again.
MKOI might have just found the picks, which could finally break the series.
Ike wants a flank of his own, but you ain't him this time. Jojo gets into the realm warp, takes himself in front of Vladdy, who heals, but he's rune present up. And Vladdy picks an interesting pick, but he won't get away with it.
MKOI, third seed versus first, looking to take down KC. Targamas trying to interrupt the wave, but all they need is one. All they need is the creeps that are barreling down the mid lane to take down KC.
There's two minions. There's Yike with a flash. He needs to get in the way, but KC will forever regret as Yike goes into Cyclone, but dead in an instant with a Nexus turret to go. The first seed chose it. They wanted the Spaniards, but forever they will regret the day that they crossed the mighty MKOI.
A 5-game banger in our new rivalry here in the LEC. And Movistar Koi, despite being the lower seed, make it their own in such an important series.
MKOI has never beaten KC in a playoff. They have never beaten KC.
Koi just played that so patiently.
Our lower seed has won both of our round 1 matchups. You can vote for your Kia player of the series, Jojo Pyun.